Hello to you all and welcome to my channel. Today is going to be another Will I Buy It video. I do these videos every single Sunday and they all go up at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and in these videos I talk about new makeup releases. But before we get into it, I do want to tell you guys that I post videos on my channel every single day. I love to talk about makeup. Mainly we have a lot of discussions and I just love to inspire you guys and encourage you to just expand your creativity, break your comfort zone, play around with makeup, just keep getting inspired by it. I also talk a lot about lifestyle. I do a lot of vlogs, travel videos, etc. I like to do a whole bunch of mishmashed videos here on my channel. So if you want to check it out, be sure to see the description box down below, and I have all my links down there as well as my channel. So without further ado, let's just get into the releases for this week, because spoiler alert, there's going to be a lot of roasting in this video. I do want to say I tend to be pretty vocal when it comes to my opinions, and I do believe that everyone has a right to have their own opinion. So if you do feel offended by anything I say in this video, please be sure to realize that I have my own opinion. You have your own opinion. We all have opinions, and these are just my own. First thing that I want to talk about is a release from Kylie Cosmetics. And they're coming out with a burgundy palette and a peach palette, and then 3 new lip kits. The burgundy palette and the peach palette, they both retail for $44 each, and then the lip kits retail for $29 each. Now, Kylie Jenner, can't you just come up with something that's a little bit more innovative and hasn't been done already like multiple times? Because this was new and interesting and hot a year ago. If Morphe can come up with interesting color stories at this point, so can you, sweetie. She literally has a horde of fans that will literally buy whatever she is selling just because it has her name on it. So she has a platform that will buy anything that she wants to create. So instead of doing like actually being creative, she is being like basic in like the most uninteresting possible way. So yeah, that's what I want to say about that. This next item is actually kind of funny. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to actually put this in this video, but then I was like, you know what, this is hilarious. So I'm just gonna pop it in. This is a dupe from Makeup Revolution, you know, the company that pretty much dupes every single thing out there. This is like a basically like a copy of like the Fenty Beauty gloss bomb in the shade Diamond Milk, and you know, they just came out with like a duplicate and it pretty much looks like the exact same thing. And I just want to put this in here because no, I will not be buying it, but it is terribly funny when you look at it. Okay, so then we want to talk about the Becca and Chrissy Teigen holiday collection. I don't hate this, but I don't love it either. I can see a lot of people wearing this and I can see a lot of people enjoying this. I think they're trying to like go with this baking theme. They seem to have the products in an oven. And I think that the products in general are named after like baking themed things. Like there is a glow powder called Cinnamon Sugar. There is a creme brulee, cinnamon bun, sugar plum, and candy cane gloss collection. I mean, I really do like that red shade. I feel like that's just a beautiful glossy shade. I don't know if I'd realistically wear that, to be honest, because I don't really wear a lot of like dark glosses. But I mean, like, this is okay. This fits Chrissy Teigen's brand. This fits what she wears on her face, but like at the same time, it's kind of boring for me anyway. Okay, so this is slightly more interesting, but still majorly underwhelming. This is called the Gingerbread Frosting Eyeshadow Palette, and it's going to be from this brand called Glamour Shop B, I believe. There's like this green pressed glitter in here. They seem to have a variety of metallics and mattes. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, like, this is like the weirdest put together palette that I have seen in a while. Not in a while, probably a week. But like, it's just, it doesn't fit. Like, I don't see, like, I don't get inspired when I'm looking at this palette because they say that it's gingerbread frosting, or like that's the concept. Like the concept is gingerbread frosting, and I get like having those browns in there, but like why put that like green pressed glitter, because I can't see anyone really like comfortably wear that green pressed glitter with any of the shades in this palette. Now, I get dipping into other palettes to like just merge them like to create looks, you know, like I do that all the time. But when you have like a green pressed glitter and it's in like this neutral palette and there's nothing else in that palette to support that green pressed glitter, I don't really know how that makes sense. So like I don't necessarily find this appealing. I missed talking about this last week for undetermined reasons. I don't know. I'm crazy sometimes, and apparently I missed this. This is the Morphe Brushes HS Stellar Impact Highlighter Palette, and this is going to retail for $25. A lot of these colors are personally, I think colors are going to be a little bit too dark for me to wear in the first place, and I feel like this would be better suited with someone, for someone that's either going to be putting this in their kit or for someone with a deeper skin tone, because I don't think that I'll be able to wear like half of these colors, and also the colors that won't be able to fit me, like those are not colors that wear on my eyes either. So I will not be getting this, but I want to talk about something that surprised me and that dismayed me at the same time. Oh my goodness, I'm just roasting everybody left and right. I am so sorry, but I just have to get this off my chest. Juvia's Place, why are you playing me? Juvia's Place literally came out with this palette called the Warrior 2. And I was watching like Paulina Beauty's Will I Buy It? And in that video, she was like, yeah, the packaging, like the exterior packaging is more attractive than the actual colors within the palette. And I could not agree more. Oh my goodness. Like, seriously. What? Like, why? Like, this is hailed as like the first matte palette from Juvia's Place, which shouldn't be a problem when you think about it, you know, because Juvia's Place is known for being very colorful. They have some interesting color stories. They seriously have a lot of great formulas. But looking at this palette, if you take away that center like corally orange shade and that matte green in the upper right hand corner, this is a neutral palette. A neutral palette from Juvia's Place. Don't we already have several of those? And it's just like from Juvia's Place, like Juvia's Place, I expect you to come out with some like interesting color stories, you know, like we've already seen some of the neutrals that you can do. Why not actually do like an entire matte palette with some like darker or even like brighter matte colors, you know, like why make this into a neutral palette with like 2 pops of color? Because everyone already has these shades, and I personally do not find this appealing whatsoever. Wet n Wild is coming out with some new highlighters. These, I believe that this highlighter that they're coming out with happens to be a loose highlighter, and I'm intrigued. I might give this a shot because Wet n Wild is just, it's so inexpensive. If they have it in store, then I'll pick it up. I have heard that it is a little bit difficult to ship. Like you do like have to wait a long time when you're trying to buy things off of the Wet n Wild website, which is why I'm kind of like iffy on that, but I might try this out. So this is going on the maybe list. This is like the first thing in this entire video that has gone on my maybe list. Wow. So this new launch from Maybelline is one I do not understand. And I don't. This is called the Snapscara. It's a wax-free mascara made without pigment dulling waxes, and the effect is super saturated lashes with pure color intensity, glides on smooth for clean volume and defined lashes all day. Easily remove this game-changing mascara with a cotton pad and warm water. It's never tough to take off. You will never need to rub or experience those dreaded raccoon eyes. And these are $5.99, and this will be available in January. This looks gimmicky. It looks gimmicky. I'm interested to see what people have to say about it. I feel like Tati Westbrook will probably do a video on these. But for me, like, it looks gimmicky. I don't really want it. Okay, spoiler alert for you guys. Indie brands in this video come through, okay? That's just what we're going to say here. This brand called Glamour Edge Beauty is coming out with these single pans of eyeshadow, and this is a sneak peek, but these look yummy. These look stunning. Stunning and yummy. Stummy. Okay, we're not going to be using that again, but seriously, these look so beautiful, and I'm so tempted. I mean, is $8.50 expensive for a single pan of eyeshadow? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But I just want to say that this is just proof that indie brands are kind of amazing. I mean, I will always be completely frank and honest with you guys, regardless of what brand I'm talking about it, whether it be indie or mainstream. But I just want to say that in general, like based on my makeup collection and based on like the things that we see online, indie brands generally can be so much more creative. They can really push boundaries a lot better, and that's why I like purchasing from indie brands more so than I like purchasing from a lot of mainstream brands. I still like to dabble in both, but I do want to say that this is absolutely like very exciting, and I think that this is like the first item in this entire video that I have been mildly excited about. So this is another thing that I'm kind of into. This is from Misfit Beauty Co. and this is called the Brains and Beauty Palette. And the packaging is super fun and super creative. So I do want to give them some points on that. They look so pretty. Like at these colors, like they're mattes and they have some shimmers and metallics in there as well. But these colors look so stunning and so exciting. Like, oh my goodness, it's already launched, but like I don't know, I might put this on my list because these colors look absolutely beautiful. They're super bright, super fun. They have several shades of each color in here, which is nice. I mean, they do have one purple, but like for example with the yellow, they have like several shades of yellow. And then they have several shades of blue, they have several shades of red. So this prevents it from being like too much of a rainbow palette. You do get a chance to use this palette to create like some interesting looks. So I am intrigued. Another brand is called Love Luxe Beauty, and this is like a super interesting palette. Like this color story, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. This is such like a pretty palette, and it's so like dark and so moody, and I love this color story. I think that it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I kind of do like this better than the other palette. I don't know, which one do I like better? They're kind of very different. They're very different palettes, but I don't know. I like these. Another indie brand is called Alien Cosmetics, and it's called the Unearthly palette. I think that this is kind of neutral. Definitely not really up my street, but I do think that considering that it is a neutral palette, it is one of those palettes that's neutral and yet still interesting. Because you do get those palettes that are neutral but incredibly basic, that aren't really anything interesting or innovative, but this looks like something completely different from that. These are neutral colors that look a little bit more interesting, that look brighter, that look more pushing the comfort zone, pushing the envelope, and I don't really see these colors every day, and I think that this is a good palette. I mean, I don't think that it is for me, but in general, I think that it is a good step. So let's talk about Jelly Pong Pong, and these are going to be lip patine metallic lipsticks. I am not into metallic lipsticks anymore. I mean, I love playing with metallics. I love playing with the metallic lipsticks that I have, but I'm not going to be getting any new ones, and that's just because I don't think that it is something that I deem interesting or fun enough anymore to purchase, so I will not be getting these. Let's talk about ColourPop. They're coming out with a new collaboration with Karrueche Tron? Or is she just Karrueche? Karrueche X ColourPop. And it's called the Brown Sugar Collection. I do want to say that those nude lipsticks do look fantabulous. Everything else in this collection, not up my street. I can picture a lot of people that would love this palette and that would love this collection, but I personally am not like jumping to get this. I'm not really interested in it. The lipsticks do look fun for me. They do look interesting. I do love some good nudes. But when it comes to like nude eyeshadows, I'm really not a fan. So in general, like this is not something I'll be getting. They do have some cream gel liners, I believe, some glossy lips, some cream luxe lipsticks. They have eyeshadow palette. So yeah, I mean, I will not be getting this myself, but I can picture a lot of people like getting really interested in it. Okay, so this is going to be a liquid eyeshadow from Milani, and they have like this thing called metallic lights foil eyeliners, and they're $7.99 each, and they have like some interesting shades. They have a blue one, which is catching my eye quite a bit, and then they also have some metallic light pearl liquid eyeshadows, and these are going to be sets that are going to be $10.99 each. Not interested in the metallic lights pearl liquid eyeshadows, but I am intrigued by the eyeliner, particularly the blue one. I don't know if I'll be getting it though, because I mean, it's pretty, like, it's not something that I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to get it so bad. I mean, it's a pretty eyeliner. I mean, I'm sure that it will look pretty, but I'm just not like super into it, if you know what I mean. So this is an interesting brand. I've never seen this before, but this is called Yensa Beauty. Okay, and this is primer that they're coming out with. I just wanted to spotlight this brand because I haven't seen it before, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it. It's supposed to deliver a gorgeous and smooth photo finish on and off camera. Not getting this, but there it is. Let's talk about M Cosmetics. They're coming out with some holiday 2018. They have a True Gloss collection that's going to be a full of minis for $36, and then they have an M Essentials set for $22 with a lip product and an eyeliner. But I am intrigued about the eyeliner. I would like to see how it would work. So I might pick up the Essentials set, we'll see. But there it is. This brand called Besame Cosmetics is coming out with a Peter Pan / Mermaid Lagoon collection, and I can't say that I'm getting this myself, but this brand in general, like, they seem to be very like much into reinventing vintage type makeup, which is a concept that I am intrigued by. I don't think I'll be getting this myself because this does look like a limited edition launch, but I do want to say that eyeshadow palette, I like it. I like it a lot. So let's talk about this another indie brand called Glistening Beauty, and I just might pick this up. This is a $13 eyeshadow palette, and you can get 25% off with the code GLITTERS2018. I haven't tried that code yet, but this is like a super inexpensive eyeshadow palette, and the color story looks really amazing. So I might pick this up. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. And then the same brand also has some liquid lipsticks that they're going to be $6 each, and you can use that same code GLITTERS2018 to get 25% off. And I can't say that I'm altogether interested. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I might be. I might get like one of these. I don't know. I'm going to go, like, after I film this video, like after I finish filming this video, I'm going to go on the site and I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to see if I'm really intrigued, because I can't remember like hearing a ton about this brand before. I might have, but I just might have forgot. But these look really interesting, and I just might pick these up. Oh gosh, this next launch has me wondering about the sanity left in this world. This is from Lily Lashes, and this is going to be a lash rack from Lily Lashes. It's $5. $5 for a piece of plastic that you hold your lashes on. I guess that might be a reasonable purchase to make, but from the eyes of someone who's like literally not interested in spending $5 on this looks kind of ridiculous. Like, seriously, like, honestly, when I am drawing my lashes, all I do is put them down on top of an eyeshadow palette. Like, when I was doing this look today, I literally put my lashes on top of this little naked palette, and it was fine. It was fine. Other times, I use my computer. Other times, I use literally, like, a foundation bottle, because, like, these are free, you know, like, these are items that I already have. You can literally put your lashes on top of anything, and they're charging $5 for a lash rack. Honestly, like, I don't even know if I'd buy this if it was $1, because if you think about it, it's literally a piece of plastic that's gonna be very tiny, and you're probably going to lose it within 2 seconds. You're probably going to lose it. Or it's probably going to be like lying around on the floor somewhere. Or if you have a pet, the pet will get a hold of it. I know that I'm like kind of like going around in circles here, but like seriously, like this is a piece of plastic and it's kind of like gotten me like a little bit like they probably did like a promotional photo shoot for this lash rack. And like the photographer, like I would be so, like I'd be laughing so hard at the thought of the photographer coming to the studio and being like, okay, so let's just do this photo shoot and let's just center it around this lash rack, which is really a piece of plastic. I don't know. I don't get it. Like I don't get making a product for lash drying. Like, no, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't like, maybe it's just because I'm like a uncultured, broke little brat, but I don't get it. I don't understand. And I kind of don't want to get it. Like, I don't want to ever reach a point in my life where I'd be like, yeah, I need a lash rack. I'm sorry if you like this idea, if you think that this is a great concept. Kudos to you, you know, but like I'm not into it. So moving on. So these are going to be liquid metal eyeshadows from 50/50 Makeup, and they are going to be €6 each. And I believe the euro and the US dollar, like right now, they're pretty much like about the same. The packaging looks really cool. I don't think I'll be getting this because these are pretty like neutral shades in my personal opinion, and I pretty much have dupes for these in my collection already so I don't need these. Okay, I did want to talk about Makeup Geek. I'm looking at this and it appears to be a collaboration between Marlena's brand for clothing, which is called Marstay Fashion, and they're collaborating with Makeup Geek, and they're coming out with a few of these palettes. And I am not going to talk about each of these palettes individually because I pretty much have like the same things to say about each and every one of these palettes. So I'm just going to flash some pictures out at you. I guess like she's trying to like curate a selection of like quote unquote wearable shades. I do remember her saying in her like video discussing the beauty community about like how Makeup Geek hasn't really been doing well in the past year, and looking at this, I'm kind of like, well, of course you won't be doing well if you're doing things that have already been done before so many times. And I know that sounds harsh, especially when it's directed at a brand like Makeup Geek, which was literally built in Marlena's parents' basement, I believe. She has built this brand from the ground up, and I don't want to bash on it, but at the same time, like I think that when it comes to like me personally, I'm always thinking about the consumer, not the brands, okay? And as a consumer, like this is just so basic. Like I can definitely picture a lot of people being interested in these palettes, don't get me wrong. But me, like myself as a color lover, as someone who really just loves to just play around with makeup and just experiment, and as someone who already has a makeup collection filled with palettes with duplicates for pretty much every one of these shades, I don't think that this is something that I'm interested in and I want, you know, and I feel like a lot of people might feel the same way. So I don't think that this is a launch that will do well. You know, I can definitely see that some people will purchase this, but I don't think it will do well because like this is essentially something that has been done already by the brand and by other brands, so no. So yes, that is the end of this video. Those were all the launches that I wanted to talk about for this week. Largely underwhelming, but we did have some good little gems in there as well. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Bye guys.